Yo, GG, here comes the trouble. I am PANCZASU, the mighty mix spammer, starting my timer on time for a change, and this is obviously endless space where we are in a hell of a trouble. As you can see, the Pilgrims have launched a full-on assault against our planet systems, whatever you want to call it. I will not stand for this. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to announce that while preparing to make this videocast, I made a tremendous war effort that costed me around 1,000 dust, as you can clearly see, if you remember how much dust I had in my last video at least. And right now, I prepared most of my systems, actually all of my systems, for the war effort. So right now, what you're gonna see is gonna be pure awesomeness, I hope. Now, I think that is important for me to say. It isn't reflected in any of those graphs. However, by quitting on quit game, you can see the end game chart, which allowed me to see that actually I am the second empire with the highest amount of population, which actually allowed me to some of my systems, for example, let's see, Artemis, to resign from hyperscale farms in favor of 3D replication plants. Yes, it would be better to have hyperscale farms, but at the moment I need the extra industry, and I have the second highest population in the entire universe anyway, and the third guy on the list is quite far behind me, so I do not have to worry about him. Problem is the guy number 1. Yes, those are Pilgrims. You might have guessed it by the score. They are leading by, brace yourselves, 100 population max. Just to put things in a perspective, I have around, I don't remember now, either 200 or 300 population. They have 100 more. Okay, I think I have less than that, 200, actually less than 200, whatever. I have a lot of population. I am second on this place, but they have 100 more according to the stats, which is sick. But there is just going to mean that I will have so much more people to kill, which is going to make my people so much more happy, because there's nothing we enjoy quite as much as killing. And we enjoy killing innocents the most, I guess, but killing those guys? Oh no, a paladin? No, dear sir, we're going for manual. You're not even gonna escape. You have missiles? Oh, la-da-da. That's not a problem, because if you are going to escape, and I know you are, then you're not gonna be able to use them, while I, in the meantime, have something more than just missiles. Let's go for weapon of the clock, because they will try to escape, and I don't want their offensive retreat, which they might use to actually proc in. As you can clearly see, I have no missiles, so I'm all good and dandy when it comes to killing people like those bastards. Yep, retreat. I kinda did see this one coming, but there we go, I'm firing my lasers, and I kinda hope that I'm actually going to hit with some of these. Well, I did get some hits, I cannot really see it because of the camera angle, but the guy did go down with even 2 volleys. He did not even have a chance to retreat. This is what Papa likes to see, and apparently I'm no Papa. Call me Papa. That actually sounds really, really stupid. Why not call me Oppa? If you are a guy, don't call me Oppa, because people will laugh at you. Oppa means older brother in Korean, but it only applies when you are a male, I mean a female, oops, yourself. If you are a male, you're supposed to call older brothers Hyun. So that's a little bit of insight. I am gonna go for Gravity Well, thank you very much, because it's kinda also a ability. I told you already I wanted to go for that, so how about I do go for it. And there is an pool fleet that is going to be completely and utterly destroyed, that is running away in some kind of general direction. It did discover the Pilgrims homeworld, which is nice. I can have a quick look at what they start with. Come on, if I can click at least. Wait, what? Why can I not? Okay, that's strange. You always were able to go and have a look at... Yeah, you see, I can look at enemy-controlled systems. Why can't I do so now? Maybe it's because this is their sphere of influence. That said, I never had this trouble. Whatever. I'm just gonna use this remains of the fleet as a scout. Actually, why can I not invade this colony? Oh, because we're not at war? Is that what... That's exactly what this is all about. Well, the logical thing would be to leave it as it is for as long as possible, because as long as we're not fully at war, those guys did not entirely commit to fighting me. However, since when has it been about logic, huh? This is war! You attacked me, I'll attack you back, be it! Yeah, you know what, you were supposed to go in there. So I don't care what those guys may think, I'm capturing the home system. It's only going to take me 999 turns, so no rush, I can get there eventually. It's kind of sad actually, I'm just a little bit below the required invasion power to actually invade the system and capture it on my own, which is kind of sad. I guess I can continue moving onwards in some kind of general direction and try to see if I can capture other systems. But meanwhile, do you say? I think it can take this fleet. Those are only 4 ships or a single ship that is just very big. Either, it could be one of the two, but either way, I'm not too concerned. Horrorium, as you can see, will be captured in 4 turns, but I did spend quite a bit of dust to speed up some stuff over here, including staff construction, which is going to add me a lot of extra defense. And by a lot, I mean actually a lot. Now then, there is nothing else to do but end the turn and see how things are going to turn out. Now, if I were not a race that has eternal war, I would immediately try to find some other neighbors who may indeed not like Pilgrims just as much as I do, and then sign an alliance with them, which would be the optimal way to go. But alas, that is not what can happen because, yeah, you know, I'm at eternal war, and my only goal in this game is to kill everything, including myself. Except I can win it with that after everything else is killed. Stellar Boar, that's a pretty good wonder if I remember correctly. I think it allows you to double the what you call it? The luxury strategic resource production on this system that this wonder is on after you improve this wonder. Because this is one of the wonders that you have to improve. I would love to show it to you, but alas, I cannot click on the system for whatever reason. Oh well, can I try? No, it has too much population, too much defense for my ships to actually capture it. Oh well, let's just be annoying, keep flying around, scouting the area, prepare my plans to assault the enemy and kill them horribly and brutally as they deserve to be killed, and whatnots. As for science, well, let's do some more science, as GLaDOS would say. Actually, shouldn't say something like that, should say something more classy, but alas, I'm not GLaDOS, as you may have figured out already. I don't know how you were able to do so. Hey, come back, get back here. Alright, so what do I want? I kinda-ish do think about having more heroes, because this is nice. At the same time, however, I kinda do want to have better military tech, and this is actually something that I should focus on. EMP is a nice ability, I might go for it just to add some flavor to my ships. Flavor to my ships, yummy. And atmospheric engineering, why not? I do have some asteroid belts with some kind of luxury resources on them, so I might think about colonizing those guys. Whatever. Wormhole, oh, this is gonna be, you know what? Wormhole hyperspace, this is gonna be awesome. This basically allows your ships to teleport across the universe. I mean, let's give you an example. If I can go into this wormhole from Aldebaran, and I can just appear suddenly in both system. Like that! Boom! And this is quite frankly amazing and exactly what I want to happen. Now, how much dust am I losing? I'm still gaining dust? I hardly can believe this, but if I am, then by all means, let's decrease the tax rate as much as I humanly possibly can, because, quite frankly, I need production to be at its highest. Am I producing lots of mercies everywhere? Oh, the system almost was not producing a mercy ship. I need to fix that. Don't worry, in the future I'll be forced to increase my tax rate again because of those, because of the sheer amount of mercies I'm going to have. But for now, I'm good. I'm good. How about you, Lisa? Are you good? That's good, because I'm gonna drink some juice. It is already pulled down to my glass, so I did not have to open it and wait for it to actually be pulled down my glass. Power! Sorry. I felt like this was necessary. Am I recording? Yes, I am. That's good, because I kinda like this video so far. Now, what shall we start with? How about gravity well? Take that, you beasts! Beasts. That's hardly offensive, but oh well, let's go for it. Gravity, obviously, as I said many times before, not good enough when it's countered, unfortunately, which means that the enemy is going to take like no damage from my kinetics. However, they are also going to not deal a lot of beam damage. However, the problem is they have missiles, and a lot of them, and when they hit, actually we'll see what happens when they hit, if anything. And you know what, target lock, it's a nice ability. And actually, nope, I don't care about your missiles, boy. This is gonna be Stop it! Cowards! Fight me like a man would! Okay, what do I need? You know what? Let's go for tactics. It doesn't counter defense, pretty much nothing I have. Yeah, there's no way for me to counter defense, but at least tactics is going to boost my damage, and I do need to boost it. This is a pathetic camera angle, I need to try and fix it somehow. Well, this is odd, but I can try to make it better. Oh, now they use EMP, of course. Okay, now this is a little bit... Well, it is still a little bit odd of a camera angle, but I guess we'll go with that. Those ships actually do look kinda awesome, just saying. Anyway, in case you're wondering why this ship is moving and mine isn't, I right now block the camera so it moves at the same speed as my ship, but this ship obviously is not moving at the same speed as my ship. So apparently, turns out, the enemy dreadnoughts, or paladins as they call them, have a lot of defense! Who would have thought? But you know how to counter this? Well, I do. This is actually not as interesting as I would like it to, but it's the only way for me, and yeah, I did kind of force my hand on this. So, dear mercy. No, I'm not gonna go for missiles, even though this would be the best way to counter any AI ever, unfortunately, because the missiles are just so extraordinarily effective. Instead, I didn't want to do that, whatever. Instead, I'm gonna go for bajillion kinetics. Shame, I really like beams, but my kinetic technology is just this much better than the beam technology, so it can deal more damage, and I can rely on it a little bit more, and at the same time, I forgot what I wanted to say. My amnesia in progress again. Progress. At work. Let's forget the word progress, shall we? Since I'm not making any. Heyo. Anyway, yeah, I know. Messy 4 design, and I was using Messy 3. So on mine, yes, I know I got it. I don't really care for it because apparently Pilgrims changed their tech and they're now using missiles instead of beams, which I do not care at all because as you can clearly see, they cannot do any damage to me whatsoever. Anyway, now this planet, it really should provide me with a little bit more of dust. Reason being, obviously, because it is supposed to bring me dust, and the more dust I gain, the better. Because I can choke to death. Excuse me. Because that was tiring, actually. Anyway, because, well, obviously I will be able to maintain a bigger fleet on my own. Now, Hororium is actually, I need to send ships over there immediately. However, problem is, I might not be able to save the system anyway. So, yeah, that's a bummer. I may or may not be able, actually... Yeah, let's go for it. Maybe it will buy me enough time. I don't think it will, but just on the off chance it will, I'm gonna need it. And worst comes to worst, it's just gonna make me take forever to recapture the system when I can do it. But oh well. Also, in this cultivation logistics, this is a little bit too much dust, unfortunately. Yeah, too much. Anyway, I do have some more mercy ships somewhere. 1, 2, 3, okay, 3 is good enough, I guess. They will allow me to get some decent firepower going, maybe actually be able to take down some of the enemy ships instead of just stalemating to death. Stalemating sounds like a sexual act, just by the way. And anyway, yeah, how about we do send them together in some kind of system? And how about we start with Kura, which sounds like Ura, except not quite. Okay, so the guy on links goes with Aldebaran, because the system is just being attacked by something that is puny and miserable. It will not be difficult to recapture it at all. You do say, actually keep attacking, why not? I mean, I did deal some damage, I guess. No, I didn't deal any damage whatsoever. But that's because they double countered me. That's what I'm gonna keep saying for all eternity at least. So what am I going to do now? Well, if they're gonna go for defense, I can't counter this, but I can boost my damage output by going for adapted strategy, and this worked not at all last time, but I do not see anything else that boosts my damage without being blocked entirely by the enemy EMP. Never mind then. Well, I would love to use Guide to Well, but I can't count on the AI using EMP again. As I mentioned already several times before, the AI does have improved, well, AI patterns, so now it actually knows which cards are best to use, and it actually is using them well, which is a nice touch, if I may say so myself. Problem is, now it's a little bit more difficult to actually kill those guys, as you may have guessed. You know what? Let's go for Gravity Well on melee phase. That's when kinetics deal the most damage, and beams do not deal the most damage, but they are still kinda hefty in terms of damage they can deal. So maybe at least I will be able to scratch the surface of the enemy paladin, because so far I was unable to do so. Of course, watch the enemy countering me in this very phase. That's what usually happens, I guess. But I'll try my best. And actually, did one of my lasers go through? Oh, of course they countered me. That's what always happens. Gosh. Stop it! Why do you do so? Anyway, I think I was able to do some damage, a very small... It looked like I was able to do so. I mean, I could see the beams having impact on the hull of the enemy ship, but apparently now that... Well, oh, did you see that? They did hit the enemy ship, so they should have taken some damage. Not a lot maybe, but still some. So, why you like to me, game? You're supposed to be at least scratched. Kinda-ish. Why, they have a lot of armor as well. But still, it's supposed to be scratched! Why is it not? Come on, actually I did deal... Wow, damage. So, hold on a second, so how on earth is he on full health if I dealt this much damage? What? Is there some kind of tech I'm unaware of that says your ships are indestructible, GG, ha ha ha, because... There seems to be a contradiction. Then again, beam efficiency and the kinetic efficiency is at 0%, so... I guess it's a display bug. I indeed did not do this damage. I don't know, it's kinda weird. I mean, I guess this is a display bug. But anyway, nothing else for us to do here. But continue going forwards instead of backwards, and try and hope that Horror is not going to be horribly captured instead of murdered. And yeah, and I do want to kill this guy at Kura before I go to Horoin, because he's gonna be mighty annoying if I do not do so. So, let us end the turn, and then we will see what we can do next. Unfortunately, the enemy still can capture my system in just 2 turns. If you're saying, hey Pancake, you should have checked how much invasion power the enemy has, unfortunately I cannot do so, because I don't know why. The tooltip isn't displayed for whatever reason. Hey! About the Great Watchmaker! That's great, I'm gonna have the best watches in the entire galaxy! That's exactly what I needed! Not really. But hey, if Sony Shide runs an advertisement for me with them, then that's nice. Oh, by the way, shout out! Yeah. If you were wondering, actually this is a story for another End 10. So I'm gonna come back to it later. So anyway, yeah, there's nothing interesting over here. You just say, can you capture this system? I mean, come on, capture something. Nope. Oh well, go away for now. I'm gonna kill you later. Well, I could just blockade the systems, which is extraordinarily annoying for a human player. Unfortunately, AI, they don't care. They really do not. Okay, a single Vindicator. At least I gotta kill this guy. I mean, come on, it's a Vindicator. I have a massive 3. And I don't care how big of a number this is next to the Vindicator. 29 on... or 21, it doesn't even matter, I'm just gonna kill it regardless. So, adaptive strategy, a more adaptive strategy, and some repairs. Actually, I don't even care about repairs, do I? Yeah, there's no way he can do any damage to me, so more adaptive strategy, yeah, take that! Also, no, they're gonna counter me, oh no. Oh, they didn't. I thought he would escape, and every retreat action counters tactics, but then I realized, well, but then we witnessed the fact that he was utterly stupid and did not counter me at all, because he was a brave fool who tried to die for his country, I guess. Well, he achieved just that. I'm not sure if this was entirely worth it, but congratulations, guy. You are now dead. Satisfied? Well, I am. No juice. I'm sorry, I need it. Ah, wonderful juice. Okay, some more master ships are almost at the ready. That's good. Are 2 ships going to be enough to take out this? Actually, 3 ships are going to be enough to take out this dreadnought. I definitely hope so. If not, I'm gonna be like kinda what? But yeah, well, let's just see what I can do. Okay. Unfortunately, Gravity Well apparently is not gonna work at all, which is kinda sad. But we can still go for adaptive strategy. I mean, it's not a bad thing. It does boost our damage, not by a lot, but it's not countered by anything except for the retreat cards or the offensive card. But apparently AI is not gonna use them at all. So yeah, take that. Let's see if we can actually deal some damage. This would be very, very nice. A change of pace, if you might say so. And come on, please, deal something. Yeah! The HP is going down, baby! My chest now hurts, but I don't even care. I'm super hyperactive because I'm happy, because this means I'm actually gonna be a bad boy this summer. Don't even ask me what that was supposed to mean, but it just generally means that I gotta pawn this guy, and oh, he started to get smart. He went for energy absorption. Good decision, if you may ask me. But it didn't matter at all, because he's dead anyway. Oh yeah, so satisfying, you have no idea. Not even a clue. Not a single tiniest bit. Anyway, victory at Kurach. I keep thinking it says Kurhan instead of Kurha. Whatever. So now what I need to do is probably recapture the system. It's gonna take me only a single turn, so I might as well do so. Then again, I need to keep moving at all times and at all costs. So, you say, stay here and keep capturing the system. How much defense does it have? 90! That's not a lot. So, you say, you stay here and keep recapturing my system. While you says, get ready for Rumble! And by Rumble, I mean total annihilation of everybody who dares to oppose me. Now then, actually, tech-wise, you know what? I should really go for more command points, because maybe not, but it could potentially allow me to fit more ships. So that's what I'm gonna rush, actually. Now, this is an amazing upgrade I could use, but I also could use some heroes, and actually I believe they'll pay out better, because it is so difficult for my race to make any kind of improvement. And right now, as you might have guessed, I don't care about improvements, not nearly as much as I care about a big fleet. Because I need it, and I want it on top of that. I not only need it, I actually do want it. Okay, merge those fleets. Yes, this is a fabulous plan. Anyway, oh, another message ready. How about you decide keep going where you're going? How much just am I losing? A little bit. I can keep up this tax rate for a little while longer. I need more messy ships, thank you very much. I need way more, actually. So, you know what, let's just queue up as... Yeah, you know what, actually, let us really just queue up a bajillion of those. And worry later when I actually run into money problems to actually change the production. Because for now, I do not care about anything, I just want more messy ships. As simple as that. Alrighty then. Now I can proceed to the next 10, I believe. Yeah, there is nothing really waiting for me. You know what, I should kind of stockpile all my dust. Just because this way I would be able to sustain this kind of production for a little while longer. And my system still kind of lack me, even though the drag race rate is increased. So yeah, let's go for it. So anyway, as you might have seen, I wasn't able to keep up to my promise, and I didn't make any videocast this Sunday or even Monday. Reason being, well, I was actually dehydrated, which is kind of ridiculous for somebody like me who drinks at the very least 5 liters of water a day, not even including other liquids. Actually including other liquids, but still it's kind of a substantial amount. And yeah, there we go, surprised that you didn't capture. But anyway, it did happen. That's because I was stranded at my home, had nothing to drink. I had half a box of juice, which I of course drank, and I could make myself tea, and that's about it. And this does take some time, and since I do not want to drink hot tea, I would have to wait for it to cool down, etc, etc. This takes even more time. I can only make so much at once. And there was also vodka, which I did drink as well, because yeah. But well, to be honest, the reason why I really drank the vodka, give me a second, so you need some kind of improvement. I have no idea what I'm going to give it. Maybe this, because hey, why not? And this. Actually, we need more money. We have nothing that gives money. Oh no. Yeah, revenue zen. It's totally not worth it, actually. Wait, is it? I'm doing the math. No, it's not. It definitely isn't. But maybe if I go for this, then it will be worth it. Except it will also cost whatever. It's not worth it. Anyway. So, the reason I really drank the vodka aside from being dehydrated is because on Monday this arrived. I mean, it's not my collection, it's not my picture, it's just some kind of picture from the internet. This particular type of box is the one I got. Wow! This is amazing comeback. I mean it. I really love it. I'm actually trying to figure out if I like it or not better than the Boys album. I mean, the 4th album, being I Got a Boy, is pretty sick. Senior Shooter for life, I love you. For everybody who somehow still doesn't know what that Senior Shooter means, it is more or less translated into Gas Generation. At least that's their English title, and actually that's translated into Gas Generation. So yeah, there we go. More shoutouts for those 2 people who watch me. Maybe they'll become soons, and then we'll all be one happy family. Alrighty then, let's move as many of my master ships as humanly possible to the Otherland system, which I still cannot possibly pronounce, because actually I probably maybe could if I had to actually care about it, but alas, that is not exactly the case. And the glittering halls, oh, well, first of all, this artwork is amazing, and I could read it. Why not? The interior of the planet is riddled with cases, with some caves. Actually, no. You can read it yourself. Alrighty, no, I cannot show it to you. That's a shame, really. And I'm gonna lose my fleet, am I not? Yes, I definitely am. Oh well, let's just go down with style. That's an oracle, not a paladin. What's the difference? Huh, I don't know. It's kinda interesting. Anyway, this guy has lots of details. I could try and escape. In fact, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And another persistence. It doesn't really matter because I'll already be dead or I will be out of here. But let's just kill them up anyway, because I hate leaving nothing in the battle card section. So I wasn't able to counter the enemy because actually he's got only rockets, so he cannot do anything to me. Oh yeah, take this, you nut. That's what you get for using only rockets. I mean, yes, my ships only have rockets as well, but you know the drill. You really do. Okay, anyway. My ships are moving forward in some kind of general direction, and I have a bajillion messy ships all ready to rumble. And where's my hero at? He's still not here. Come on, Slowpoke, I'm waiting for you. Oh well. And actually 23 command points cap is quite sick, I have to admit. Wow. Right, the problem is, if I don't do anything, those guys will capture Horonium next turn. You know what, I'm gonna speed up the Intelligence Cultivation Logistics just so it is already here. Those guys are not going to scrap it, so it's safe. And I will not, this time I spent making it will not be wasted. That's the best I can do. The least I can do. And yeah, there isn't really anything else for me to do, especially because those guys are going to capture the system. So let's just queue up some industry to dust conversion. I am not gonna do anything like invade the system or whatnot. I mean, capture it back rather. Before, you know, my hero arrives, because I kinda need this guy. Don't know what tells me I do, but trust me, I do. Anyway, let us end the turn, and I have to click as fast as possible because Endless Space may be a turn-based strategy game, but it does have a lot of real-time elements to it, and I do need my ships to actually match together before the enemy attacks me, so that I do have my hero together with my biggest fleet. And actually that's a good thing the enemy did not try to attack me, because he could have done so just there. And man, there we go. And what was that about? I have no idea, not a clue, but whatever. This is as big as my fleet can get for now. In the future it will be able to get a little bit bigger, but not a lot, unfortunately. Okay, I want as many Mercy 4 ships as humanly possible. Mercy 3 are nice, but Mercy 4 have a little bit more firepower to them. So merge, rename, of course. There we go. Jinsin. Wait, that's not how it's. Oh, and apparently, okay. Hey, fleet, don't be annoying. Dead. That's who you are. You're dead and annoying. I was too lazy to tap in dead and annoying, so I'm just gonna go for that. And there we go. Jinsin, there we go. I repeat the word there we go for a little bit too often, but oh well. Now, however, I'm ready to fight I'm not, because I have not enough movement points left. That's a little bit anticlimactic, what can I say? This is true, it is really anticlimactic, but oh well. Fortunately, I am amassing quite a bit of mess. Wow, three of them. Oh boy, this is gonna be entertaining. I'm having a blast of a time. I don't know about you guys. Unfortunately, this also means that my commentary probably suffers from it, because instead of giving you what do you call it? Not support, but let's say useful advice, I'm giving you nothing. I'm just talking about my excitement, which is not the best commentary in the world, even though there are bajillion let's plays on the YouTube who do just that. But I am a little bit more ambitious. I do want to try and explain things a little bit more. And actually, if you look right there, wow, this protostar looks amazing when being in the distortion field of this black hole. I mean, wow, look at this. It's pretty great. Anyway, I think we should... Oh, this is such a nice sight. And... What? Oh, don't... What? Where is her... Oh, I see. Okay, first of all, the troubling thing... Well, now somehow I gained the hacks and I know what the Pilgrims went for. They went for nano-baric shield. I mean. So, good thing is, I'm gonna have it when I recapture the system. Actually, I'm not, because I'm gonna capture it before they construct it. Oh well. But... bad news is, they have it already. You want me to show where this is? To show you? Not a problem. It's right here! Dark energy effects. You know what is right next to it? Endless Empire! You know what it gives you? Instant win! So, are they about to instant win me? No, they're not. They are not in the victory status, which is good, but they are definitely way too close for my liking, which is bad, unfortunately. Alrighty then. What can I do? You, dear sir, continue moving, and you, dear sir, as well, do the same thing. Those two fleets let us merge, whatever. And wow, this is such a pleasant sight to see so many ships. This is gonna be awesome and utterly amazing. As in, awesome wasn't enough. Right there. Do I have any kind of upgrade I kinda want? You know what? Revenue sent on some of my less productive systems would be nice. Reason being, I kinda do have quite a big fleet already. Wait a second. Trash can. Oh, that's trash can. They already have revenues and that's nice. Okay, then you keep making massy ships. But you have as well? Wow. Okay then, you keep making them as well. But right now I already have quite a decent fighting force. I mean, just moments ago I had like no military strength at all. Now at 4th place, and I am still advancing forward very, very quickly, which is nice. So I can tone my production down a little bit to get more dust to actually allow me to sustain this kind of crazy production I'm running right now, which is good. And Indusa, what? Wait. That was just a display bug. Never mind. I was for a second there kinda stumped. But anyway, for now, yeah, 2 ships producing massy, actually 4 systems producing massy ships is good enough for me, so let's just go for that. And actually, in a single turn, Indusa will be maxed out. Let's have a quick look at it. What are you all about, you Indusa? That's what are you about, huh? Well, psychological installation would be nice. Except it takes forever. No, it does not. It takes only 3 turns, and it will slow down revenues by 1, which is actually going to slow it down by 0, considering that I'll have more population sooner rather than later. So, get back here. So I'm liking what I'm seeing right now. Things might yet turn around. You never know. You never know. They might not, of course, as well. This is entirely possible, but we'll try our best to make it as good as possible. Now, is it even worth it to give this system psychological installation? I don't think so. I mean, the cost of this improvement would be decreased, but still... well, I guess this is going to be useful-ish. So I'm gonna go for that. And end my turn, because, yeah, why not? Actually, I'll do the line. How much production do you have? Actually, you should be exploiting. Not this, thank you. And you do have a decent amount of production. So I'm not gonna go for the industry to dust conversion. I actually went for it just for a couple of moments before recording, and I wasn't intending to keep it up for as long as I did. But now that it's gone, what do I want? Well, I do want a Imperious Shielding, because bunkers, I mean, because apparently Pilgrims are being mighty aggressive. But then we'll see, I guess. I mean, it will not have to have a little bit more science, because I do need it. That's just a hint for you. I do need it a lot. Anyway, let us end the turn. I like this video. It might have been one of my worst ones, actually, but I kinda like it just because of the sheer amount of fun I'm having while making it. It feels like this is a break point. Like, it's a all or nothing for me. If I win this war against Pilgrims, I may have a chance of winning the game. If I do not, well, I'm gonna be dead anyway, but more importantly, the Pilgrims are going to have their one of the wonder victory, that's right. Still didn't start making it, so hopefully they do not have the tech. And Misa and Elion, how are you not making anything? What? Did I... Oh, they made so many mess ships that actually it was too much. Okay, well maybe it is time for me to give them living habitants. They actually can use them. So yeah, Elion, can you use them? No, you cannot, but you can use psychological insulation, so go for that. Afterwards, you guessed it, more messy. And actually, since I'm making so much messy ships anyway, serious construction really seems like a nice idea. So let's go for it first, and then, you know the drill. Yep. And I guess we'll hold hyperspace. Alrighty then. Let's move all my ships where they need to be moved. And actually, did I tell this guy to... Apparently I did, which is nice, and they're brave enough to attack me. Well, I think this would be a nice ending point for my video. So how about we do just that? Manual this battle and see how we rape our opponents in a glorious glory of blasting sea of flames. We're just going to utterly inflate the enemy. Inflate? Or whatever. Conflagrate the enemy and be awesome in all matters of respects. Let's just mix up our cards just because, hey, why not? Maybe the enemy will be stupid and will not try to go for defensive ability. And please, camera, walk nicely, that's all I'm asking you. That's decent, but I don't trust it well enough to actually keep at it. So how about we try to make it even nicer of a camera? Which is very difficult if you have not guessed. Yeah, that's... I should have just let it auto camera. It's a shame you cannot go back to auto camera after you went for manual version, but still I'm doing some damage, I'm taking some damage as well, which is surprising, but the enemy does have quite a big fleet, and quite frankly I have a big fleet on my own, and the enemy, as you can clearly see, is gonna lose this battle. Right, so yeah, there's no way to actually position this camera easily. I mean, I could go, yeah, that's a little bit better, I guess, but oh well. Amazing explosions, I hope, for the end, and you know what? Let's try it again. Actually, no, in case they... No, that's too late, I want to resign! Actually, it worked! Never mind, that's exactly what I wanted to do! Definitely, yeah! And the enemy is going down, a single Reliant is left somewhere, and now he's gone as well. I did take some damage, I mean, one of my mess ships did, but I have so many to replace them, it's hard to even believe. That's where my race shines. It has great militaristic traits, and I'm gonna pawn everybody in the entire universe, no questions asked. And yeah, that's breaking point for my videocast as well. Let's not make it any lamer, since we are on a good point right now to end this videocast. It was PANCZASU the Mighty Mix Spammer. If you somehow managed to enjoy my video, then please by all means do like it. Maybe even subscribe to my channel if you wish to see more. Also, please do leave a comment. I love reading them. I could see that some of you actually started doing so, which I'm very thankful for and happy about. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you online. And I might as well show you the skull screen. That's it, and that's the military power. I'm making my way to it. That's kinda nice. And in terms of population, yeah, have a look at that. Actually, I'm no longer at first place. That's sad. Oh well. I'll see you all online.